This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. If you don't know by now, Anchor is the easiest way to record your podcast and get it out to your listeners. Anchor allows for you to record from anywhere using your web-enabled device like computer or smartphone. It has built-in creation tools to make editing and presenting your episodes a breeze. And when you're finished, Anchor distributes your podcast for you so you can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many more podcast platforms. Anchor even allows you to make money from ads like this one, no matter the size of your audience. And the best part about it all is it's absolutely free. Anchor is the easiest way to start your podcast. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. And welcome to the second Turnbuckle podcast, the most underrated podcast in all of professional wrestling podcast. We the best. You just don't know about us yet. I got some friends with me today, fresh off a sweep of the first night of this best of 5 series. Since we're talking news here, what had happened was, Brian the Lion and Mr. Fes Lo Dollars was so well versed at predictions that we had to extend the 2 out of 3 falls of predictions battle to a best of 5 series, which now includes Fyter Fest, the Great American Bash, and if it gets to it, which honestly it's not looking like it, but if it gets to it, we will have the deciding predictions battle at Extreme Rules, the horror show, or as I affectionately call it, Extreme Rules, the Corona show.
Yep. Everything is the Corona show.
At this
the Jabroni show.
It's bad, guys. It's I thought we were done with it.
They pushed back Moxley versus Cage. Probably because of the Rona.
They pushed it back because they pushed it back because Dean came into contact with somebody with COVID. It's like, that's what happens when WWE acts like they're above the law.
Right. No. Wait, hold on.
You can't do it.
Wait.
It's almost like declaring it essential probably wasn't a good idea.
Oh, who would have thought?
Who would have called that like 2 months ago?
It's almost like paying your local governor lets you do anything that you want.
Yep. Oh, hello, Mr. Commissioner.
The commissioner is in, and he is ready for... Oh, wait, am I late?
Very late.
It's all right. Who cares? We do it live.
He's on time enough.
Does the commissioner ever have to show up on time?
The commissioner just woke up. I'm sorry.
We haven't even gotten an introduction, so you good.
The commissioner just woke up.
All right. This is great, guys. This is great. But wait.
Because I forgot, because Captain said something, and I was like, oh, man, I could totally make it. And then I woke up at 4 or 5, and I'm like, I got my cereal, I'm ready. And then I fell back to sleep.
Oh, wow.
The man called the podcast and went back. He was like, you know what? Podcasts will do good without me for a moment.
Oh, man. Okay, so what I miss?
You didn't miss anything.
Nothing.
We were just going over some news stuff. We talked about our best of 5 series going on that you gave approved, that you didn't know you approved.
Gave clearance for.
Yeah.
With one-on-one with the Undertaker. I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
He retired. We're done with that.
But it's not too late for you to make this a tag team match, players.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So are we going to talk about the spoiler with the NXT or
we are not?
No.
I saw potential spoilers. I don't want to know about it.
Yeah, I haven't even heard about it.
Are we going to talk about the superstar that potentially leaked it?
No, we are not.
No.
We will get to that. We will get to that after the show.
We might talk about that on Wednesday.
But I didn't see the spoiler, and I don't want to know about it.
I saw the spoiler.
Why would you do this to me? Because now I want to know about it.
I saw the spoiler.
Look at it.
I saw the spoiler too. I don't think it's a spoiler though, because remember how they said they saw a spoiler, but they might have done 2 endings, so now we might get the other ending.
Which is, but I mean, there's only 2 possibilities. So,
I don't know.
I mean,
why would you guys do this to me? Because now I'm gonna have to spend this opening moment looking for this damn spoiler.
Don't do it.
Okay, so anyways, guys, we have I think this is the first episode with the commissioner on here as the commissioner.
And he just woke up.
Wait, no, we did another one. So This is the second episode. The commissioner is here, everybody.
Hello, greetings and salutations to the greatest commissioner of the STD podcast. Oh wait, the second.
Oh my God.
Man, are you about to get your sponsorship from Twitter removed? I'm never promoting you again.
Oh my
Trying
God.
to promote his own stuff. I feel it.
No. You don't have to follow me on anything. I'm nothing special. But shout out to the crew here. Shout out to Captain, who's a mark. Shout out to the champ. Shout out to the champ, who's even a bigger mark. And shout out to the dirty ass quarter.
There it
The
is.
dirty quarter.
All the marks.
By the way, the dirty quarter did miserably on Fighter Fest. He went 1-4. He did the
I did worse
so far.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Hold on,
Wait,
what did you get?
No, wait. No, Fighter Fest? Night 1,
Fighter
let me
Fest.
see. Yeah, I think I got everything wrong.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All of your predictions wrong?
Because I said Hikaru Shida was not going to win.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, man.
Said what I say. I thought Best Friends were going to be the new tag team champs.
Over Kenny and Hangman? What universe are you living in?
They're not splitting them up until they actually do the breakup angle, and that ain't happening for another month or two.
No, they're going to milk this Hangman and Omega angle for at least 3 more months.
Guys,
Okay,
listen. So we have to build prestige around these championships. So we can't be just throwing them around everywhere.
Exactly. That's not happening. They're not just going to drop belts. Not right now.
But I think so. My brother here, Mr. Fes Lo Dollars, won both predictions. I went 1-1. I think I have.
You tied with me, boy.
I think I have the best. I have the standard, a standard right now. I have 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties.
I believe so.
And
I have another tie. God damn it.
It's okay.
But that doesn't matter. Let's focus on the true news here is the fact that on his comeback, your boy Fes Lo Dollars is about to be champion.
Bro, you're 3-0.
There's no way that kitten is making it. I'm sorry.
Why does it sound like a 12-year-old cutting a promo?
Oh.
No, you are not talking, Commissioner, because I will hit you with the Stone Cold Stunner and keep it walking. I will stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry.
Anyways, continue, Captain.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I didn't forget what I was going to say. Guys, listen. We are on the verge of crowning the next Golden Turnbuckle holder. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Listen to our predictions episode from last week. We're going to record another one this week. Hopefully it's not at 10 o'clock. Who else is here? We have the captain and we have Fes Lo Dollars.
Boo.
Bro.
Ouch.
Bro, you're never.
Commissioner, you're supposed to be impartial.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got an Orange Cassidy, but I guess.
Hit him with just the low thumb. Just the low thumb. Not too far.
I think we might need to get a new commissioner. I think this one.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like this commissioner is tainted, and my lights are back on.
Man, that's hopefully not the only thing that'll turn on.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
Wait a minute.
No. This is the wrong podcast for that.
You take that over there to your STD podcast, buddy.
Is there any better segue into, I don't know, something? That's funny.
We only know damn segues.
Any better segue and then screw up the segue.
Well, what are we doing next? I don't know.
What are we doing next? I mean,
excuse me, we were talking about Fighter Fest and we're talking about the Great American Bash, of course.
No, I think we're done with that, bro.
Damn it. Okay.
Then how about we just get on to the topic?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
We can't do what's our favorite match from either show.
Yeah, we could.
Just a quick.
I like the Jurassic Express versus MJF and Wardlow. Yep. I think that was one of the best matches on the card. I like the story better than the actual wrestling.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I would agree with that because honestly, it's the chemistry between the two teams.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like this
MJF
weird
just
level of
works with
chemistry.
Jungle Boy so well.
Mhm.
It's very strange, actually. But it's a really
MJF
cool
works
dynamic.
well with anybody, to be honest.
That's true. He's like the Miz of AEW.
Yes.
honestly.
I think he'd be
Yes.
offended if you called him that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best
yeah,
part.
he would, but still. Like, if we're drawing comparisons, or like, I guess Edge back in the day.
I'd go with the Miz. The Miz was more on the mark than Edge.
I would say he's more of a Christian. He'd be more like a
Wait,
Christian
who's
back in the day.
talking
about-
Real
Okay.
Christian.
Heel
Who's talking
Christian.
about the GOAT?
Yeah, I could. He definitely MJF could be comparable to a heel Christian because he's just. It's his level of cockiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the cocky Christian.
Cocky Christian is low key best Christian.
Before he went to TNA, was a face all of a sudden.
Yeah, nobody liked that. He should have stayed heel. Anyway. I liked the Rhea Ripley versus Aaliyah and Robert Stone match. That match
Thank
had
you.
it was a lot better than it had business being.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Story was good, wrestling was good. I wanted to see Rhea Ripley absolutely kill Robert Stone, and it happened, so I was happy.
Yeah. It was kind of like a poetic match in some ways.
Why was that
Because
funny?
it's just like, because it's just like to look at it and just be like, okay, you have this handicap match, you have two people who need to be elevated a lot higher than what they need to be, and then you have Rhea Ripley, who's already, at that level, has shown that she can be a top star, and she just, even though, of course she won the match, she still made both of them look like money.
Yes, exactly.
And that was the absolute perfect decision to do.
Absolutely.
Because this is like, now you have to think, like, where are they going to go next?
Not face Ripley again, that's for
Oh,
sure.
no, please don't.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
Wow.
They ain't making that mistake again.
Wow.
And honestly, if I was going to put my 2 cents in on my favorite match of... Are we doing Fyter Fest and Great American Bash?
Just
Yeah.
Sure.
best of the
Commissioner
night.
says
Whatever
yes.
you think. There you go.
Okay.
Commissioner
If
says
it's
Best of the
whatever I
night.
think, I would have to say and give props to the Io Shirai and Sasha Banks match.
yes. Yeah, it was good.
Oh my God, those two.
Shirai's
it-
incredible. And Banks might honestly be like the best women's wrestler right now.
Yeah,
Honestly?
she makes people like it's. I hate it when I look online and I see people say that Sasha isn't a good wrestler.
No,
Like when I read those like in just random comments, just like how can you say that when every time that she has fought somebody or been in a match with anybody, she has either elevated herself or that person to another upper echelon of their innate ability. She
Yeah.
brings the best out of everybody she wrestles.
Yeah,
Bailey,
I agree.
Charlotte, of course Io Shirai after that. Of course
Io
after
Shirai.
Io Shirai. My apologies. It's just there's no way that you can say she's a terrible wrestler after her track record. Her track record is almost flawless.
Yeah.
I say almost because we had like 50 Charlotte matches, but that's beside the point.
68, I think.
Oh God.
68.
I
Oh,
think
wow.
she's been in 68 title matches.
That's a lot.
Either that or 67. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's
listen,
absurd.
I feel like, do we want to talk about WWE purchasing Evolve?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. 'Cause
We
that's
have to.
huge, actually.
We have to.
So I feel like, remember how I was asking, I don't know if it was on a podcast or privately, I was like, do we need like another system to train green wrestlers instead of just sending them to NXT?
That was on the podcast. You were talking with me about it.
Oh yeah, so it looks like we now
could be
have, no, this is it. It has to be it.
Yeah. Pretty much. I want to
'Cause they-
see Michaels take over Evolve. I want to see Michaels do the talent relations on Evolve.
Oh, that'd be great.
But do you know
put
who I
him
actually-
and Taker there? Put him and
No.
Taker there.
You know who I'm going to see be trainers over at Evolve?
What's up?
Honestly, Samoa Joe,
Yes.
Peyton Royce, absolutely Peyton Royce.
Sure.
Like she doesn't need to be full time, but she definitely needs to teach a couple classes over there. And who else? Like who else? Of course, Michaels. Like Michaels needs something other than NXT.
Yes. Because I think Trips is totally fine in NXT. He's already got enough on his plate.
Yeah, and it's like
Um,
you send Michaels over somewhere where he can elevate, new stars.
Is Dean
Push
Malenko
them
still with
to
the
be better.
company?
I don't think so.
No, I believe that he got let go.
Oh, I think he's probably with TNA now. Send Shawn Michaels and Rey Mysterio over there.
Mysterio's a good shout.
Yeah.
I want a maybe like Mark Henry.
You know what? Chavo. Hire Chavo.
Not with the company anymore, but.
I know, but like, just hire Chavo.
I think Chavo's working with Booker T.
Is he?
Somebody's working with Booker T down in Reality of Wrestling.
It's like, because Chavo, he's such a hard worker.
Chavito.
He doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Even, because I don't know if I of course I haven't talked about this on the podcast, but I've actually met Chavo.
Oh, you told me.
And yeah, I used to work at a Japanese store in Culver City, and the mall that I was working at was dying. And so when you
it's dead now,
malls, bro. Yeah, it's gone. It's absolutely gone. But when you see dead malls, a lot of times movie companies, especially in that area, will take over those malls for TV shows. Netflix took over it, and Glow was being filmed in my mall for a good week and a half. And Chavo was actually training the girls.
Yeah, he was the main trainer for the show.
Yep. So it's like that wasn't that wasn't just for show. That was actually him helping them, and he's absolutely amazing, great guy.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah,
so
big wrestling family too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna transfer in from this great story to a bunch of not so great stories. I don't know if you want to get in on this, Commissioner, because you're not as prepared as the rest of us, but definitely feel free to chime in. We're doing our second or third attempt at the worst of the 2010s.
This is our.
I got you. That's easy.
Wow. He just sits there pessimistically thinking about all the bad things WWE is fucking Saudi Arabia.
Wait, which one do I think was the worst, or like you guys gonna go through?
We're gonna go through. We'll explain.
So check me out. Okay, we have a criteria here. The criteria is worst singles performer, male and female. Worst tag team.
That's easy.
Worst pay-per-view.
There's a couple.
Oh, there's a couple.
Worst wrestling match. Worst. No, I listen. There's a lot. Worst general wrestling thing, and this could be anything wrestling related. It doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be a place. It doesn't have to be a thing. It could be whatever you want it to be. Like it could, but it has to be wrestling related. And then we have one dishonorable mention.
Dishonorable mention.
Yes.
You sound like me when I was going into my science fair, and my mom was one of the judges, and she didn't give me first place. She gave me the honorable mention, and then my friends made fun of me.
Mama Commissioner is funny.
Mama Commissioner is the best.
And people called me the dishonorable mention brat. Or
weird flex, but okay.
That's funny. Yeah, weird flex, but okay.
The dishonorable commissioner, folks.
Listen, dishonor among you, dishonor among your cow.
Wow. Okay, so go on.
I hope your cabbages are soft on your harvest this year.
All right.
My cabbages.
All right, guys. Which one are we tackling first? Should we do the dishonorable? Let's save the dishonorable mention for last.
No. That right before the last, like the general wrestling thing. That should be
okay.
The final.
Yes.
We'll set it up like AFV.
Yeah, let's do that.
God.
Or Miss Mojo.
I say
no.
Oh my God. I say if we're gonna start with anything, God damn it, my lights just went out again.
You can do this in the dark.
Talk that bullshit.
Oh God, this is like the worst story. Okay, so I would say we start with
males.
Yeah, the males. We'll start with worst male wrestler.
Can I start? Because mine is like I don't have like too many thoughts because I actually like him as an announcer, but as a star, he was fucking awful.
Byron Saxton?
No.
Oh man, I think I know
go
what
ahead.
you're talking about already.
David
Go
Otunga.
for it.
David Otunga.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay. Here's why. first off, just to start, his finisher is absolutely terrible. It's basically an elevated spine buster, and it doesn't even look that good because he's not that tall.
Damn.
He's like if Conor McGregor was black and a little bit larger.
Don't do that to Conor?
Yes, absolutely.
Ouch.
I think he's about the same height. I think he's about the same height, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, throughout the year, he had absolutely no in-ring skill or mic skill, really, for that matter. His mic skill developed kind of when he became an announcer, sort of. But his in-ring development, like, stagnated and or got worse.
Okay.
Even after the Nexus, especially after the Nexus.
We'll get to that.
Okay, but so just to kind of play a little bit of a devil's advocate here, I see David Otunga as a guy who went after his dream.
Yes.
And so like
that's my next point.
Yeah.
That's my next point. Is he was pushed out of FCW way too soon. And
the FCW was dying at that point.
Yeah, it was.
But he still could have transferred over into. Well, they would have had to have properly done NXT at that point, and we all know how that went.
Yeah, I will get to that.
I
will get to that.
He should have stayed in FCW until its death, because he really, really needed it. I don't know who his trainer was. I couldn't find that out, but whoever it was, either they needed to get through to him more or something, because he was abysmal to watch. He comes up later again, actually. But David Otunga, it just bad.
Everybody.
Wow.
All right, who's next?
I think I should take this one.
Oh God!
Since we're going for one Nexus member, why not jump to the another one, which I will also go into detail, and I'm going to keep saying that every time it gets mentioned. But Mason Ryan.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't even work for the company anymore.
Exactly. And I'm getting into that. Mason Ryan is what happens when you see a beach bodybuilder at Venice Beach and you just decide, hey, I'm going to put some trunks on him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He had no mic skills, he had no wrestling skills, and he had no business being with the company. They just picked this guy up off of the street and just decided, oh, fuck it, he's just going to be the guy we choose. Because, as one King Ross said, Vince McMahon loves big, sweaty men. And that's exactly the reason why he was hired.
You're really pulling that stuff off.
He's absolutely.
I agree.
He only likes giant, sweaty men, and that's why he chose Mason Ryan.
Guys, I figured it out.
Have to offer?
I figured it out. Vince McMahon likes his men like he likes his steaks, big and thick.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, he gave Daniel Bryan a bunch of shit for not liking big meaty steaks. So.
Oh my gosh.
And Daniel Bryan's like the best wrestler that's ever stepped in that company.
AJ Styles says otherwise.
Okay, so just to run this by you guys, we're probably going to be doing an episode next season about putting together an Olympic professional wrestling team. You have 3 superstars from each, or let's do 5 from each continent to kind of throw together.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh, that proves to be challenging. I love that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
So that's going to be great. So that's just a spoiler for season 2. I don't know if you finished with the whole Mason Ryan thing, but he's working for Cirque du Soleil now, right?
Well, good for him. Cool. Good for him.
So like these 2 guys, I can't necessarily blame them for being the way they were.
Absolutely. There's nothing that's. I'm not going to blame Mason Ryan. That wasn't his. That was absolutely not his choice. But like.
I can blame Otunga. He had like 3 years to improve. Same thing with my female single star. We'll get to that.
But
and they didn't improve.
But here's the deal.
At all.
Like I can't get mad at them because as someone who's following a dream, like even if I make it to WWE in some sort of fashion, I can do that. Like David Otunga can tell his kid, "Hey, I was a WWE superstar. I might not have been any good, but you can like watch me on TV." And then, like, if his kid's like, "I want to see you wrestle again," he could be like, "Slow your roll, buddy."
It's like, I don't know about that.
I don't even want to see that.
But they were terrible, and I'm half of this podcast, so I can say it.
No, and that's the thing. I respect your opinion, I definitely respect your opinion. Everyone has the right to have it here. I just can't get mad at these two men because they wanted to follow their dream. But I can get mad at my pick.
Okay.
And I'm taking a lot of heat for this. The worst wrestler of the 2010s is Jeff Hardy.
Wow.
Oh, this man's house is going to be on fire by the end of the week.
First of all, I live in an apartment, so if you burn my house down, you burn everybody's house down. So at least I won't be in it by myself. Anyway,
But you're gonna need to explain that one in detail.
so let me
Please.
let me explain that in detail for you guys. Jeff Hardy, see, I watched wrestling all of the 2010s. From my recollection of the 2010s, Jeff Hardy was either injured or suspended for drugs for most of the time.
Oh, here we go.
Is that so? I mean, first of all, he's not even my favorite Hardy brother.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
fair. You have 50% of a choice. So
Right.
I mean, yeah.
That was a coin flip.
So Matt Hardy was the brains behind the whole operation. And then when I feel like once you separated the two and had them by themselves, Jeff Hardy's career just went to shit. And most of the 2010s,
I mean, can you say that though? Because he became world champion multiple times.
and he also had a match with
Intercontinental champion.
And he also had a match with Sting in which he came to the ring drugged out of his mind, and Sting had to wrestle his ass to the mat for 3 seconds because he couldn't wrestle. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Controversy.
Everybody knows that one.
Yeah. And you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna make an addition to your thing because the TNA championship belt under his reign was absolutely dog shit.
And did you look at it?
Yeah.
It was fucking ugly.
What pay-per-view was that?
Which one?
The Hardy Sting match.
We'll get to that later.
Slammiversary?
No, we'll get to
all
that
right.
later.
Okay.
I got you, fam. Anyway,
Okay.
The commissioner. Do you have anything to add to that?
You know what? First of all, I would like to tell the champ why would you ever diss Jeff Hardy like that?
first of all, I'm not the champ. I'm the top guy. But like, if you're making some sort of innuendo that I should be the champ, I appreciate
No.
that.
When you say champ, you speak to me.
Whoa. First of all,
wow.
I'm a
That's
commissioner. I can
me.
do whatever the hell I want. Second of all,
Whoa,
I can refer you as the Rat from now on if I wanted to.
refer to who?
But anyways, no. So yes, Jeff Hardy. Okay, let me tell you something. Jeff Hardy throughout the 2010s, I do admit it was a slow decade for that. I understand that. But the fact that this man went from his mistakes and went back to WWE, did he have a great gimmick with the Willow? No. But you know what? He had a great outing, in WWE and thus far, and I've been liking it. So don't trash Jeff Hardy, damn it.
No, I said 2010. So this is 2020. This is a new decade. So he can honestly be the best thing in this decade.
2010s though, whatever.
You can't talk about Jeff Hardy and not talk about how his last run in TNA was, because his last run in TNA was fantastic, and now it was mostly due to the fact that
it wasn't mostly him though.
It was majority Matt. That was all
exactly.
his brainchild.
Right.
But it's like
Exactly.
Jeff played his part perfectly.
So here's the thing. Here's the
thing. That's not hard to do.
Here's the thing. So
never mind
here's the
that.
difference between Matt and Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy knew that, listen, I can't wrestle like this anymore. I have to change things up. My body is getting tired. I'm getting older. Let me make a character change. It'll make me it'll allow me to tone down a little bit in the ring, but my character will be so much greater then it wouldn't really matter. And then when Jeff Hardy came along, he basically had to submit to the will of Matt Hardy being like, no, you can't do all that shit anymore because you're getting older too. I'm thinking about both of us here. You're going to have to change your character too. So all of that was Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy has been the best Hardy brothers since back in Omega Wrestling when they were wrestling in backyards. He's been the heart and soul of this shit. It's just Jeff Hardy's been able to go out and do whatever the fuck he wants because he's the younger brother. And that's part of my problem with him. Is he immensely talented? Yes. Do I like to see a good Jeff Hardy match? Absolutely. But you make terrible shit choices that keep you off TV that make the 2010s, like the worst time in your career. It's like you come back from drugs, but then you backflip a motorbike and break your leg in like 8 places.
Yeah. Like pre-2010 Jeff Hardy is probably one of the best in the company.
Yeah.
Post-2010 Jeff Hardy, not fantastic.
Damn.
Yeah.
That wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else can you say after that?
That's kind of shut that down. All right.
I mean, I listen. I can explain. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
I'm good.
But like, I don't not want to like Jeff Hardy.
It's impossible to not like Jeff Hardy as a wrestling fan.
But it's like sometimes you make decisions like, God, man, why?
Yeah.
And we'll get to the drug issues later, but
ooh, okay.
That's oh, listen, it comes up again.
2010s was a bad decade.
Yeah.
Like the more and more I keep hearing and thinking, I'm like, dude, they did not do all that well in the 2010s. Like only just now has it started been like really improving.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of.
We went from PG to more realistic, like so. I mean, yeah. Was there still possible like steroid use in the company in the 2010s? Absolutely.
I'm sure there was.
Absolutely.
You look at Ryback, come on.
Jinder Mahal's nipples say yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, anyway.
Tough break for Jinder Mahal. I think he was just on TV a few weeks ago when he hurt his knee again.
Yeah.
He won't be making India's top 5. Anyway.
No.
Wow.
No. Well, he's from Canada.
So that's the thing. I know he's from Canada, but you can like put nationalities on teams. So just like even though Paul Gasol was playing for the Lakers in America, when the Olympics came around, he decided to play for the Spain's team. So
they had no chance.
But so you can do that in this.
He probably wouldn't have had a chance on the USA team.
No, not with the other centers in the league.
Not with the others, no.
So just to put that out there, you can do that for
that's true.
You can use nationalities for the challenge that we're gonna have. So it's basically gonna be 30 wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope. Anyway, Mr. Commissioner, do you have a worst wrestler of the 2010s?
Yes, I do, Mr. Rat Champ person dude. So
listen, bro. You got about one more good time.
Okay, fine. Damn, man. All right, so Mr. Champ, since I'm going to call you that from now on.
That's fine.
Since I don't have any real name to call you, the only guy, champ, person, people.
Does he have multiple personalities? What?
I might. Listen,
he's like Bray
wait,
Wyatt. He has his original gimmick, and then he has a fiend, and then he has this stupid Firefly Funhouse persona.
Let me tell you what I told
my. Got 50 names though, like for real.
Let me tell you what I told my wife when we were in line in that Space Mountain line at IKEA.
Here we go.
Let me tell you what I told her. It says sometimes I'm transracial and transgendered. When I get angry, I turn into a middle-aged white woman, and I'd like to speak with the manager.
Are you allowed to say that on air?
I can say whatever I want.
He does what he wants. It's his podcast.
That's true, yeah.
Oh my God.
So
hold on. Wrestler.
Just to explain that, if you don't remember, there was this one white woman who claimed to be black like 5 years ago.
Rachel Dolezal.
What's her name?
Rachel Dolezal. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolezal. Yeah.
So she taught like African American studies at a bunch of universities.
Rachel Dolezal, that's her name.
And it come out that she was white, and I forgot what happened, but she was trying to be black so hard.
She claimed that she identified as an African American woman.
Rachel does all races. She does it all. She does it all.
Oh wow.
My new goal is just to annoy the hell out of the commissioner.
Oh, it's gonna
Come
be great.
on.
Can the commissioner say his damn pick?
You
Yes,
can
yes.
now.
All right. The worst wrestler of the 2010s goes to Chris Jericho.
Whoa!
What? No way.
I feel like you
trying to
just tried to
copy
shit on
me.
my pick by picking Chris Jericho, but please explain how the best run of his career was also.
You got 10 seconds. Go.
Yeah.
All right, 10 seconds. 1, his AEW start. 2, his NXT run, which was absolutely trash. Shoot.
Okay.
10 seconds. I think I already passed him.
It's 10 seconds. Now let me tell you why you're wrong.
I'm just kidding. That's not my pick. That's seriously not my pick. I was just
Okay. I was about to say, that's an uphill battle, man.
Listen,
No,
the quarter was about to be on your ass.
Trying to reach space by
Man, what-
jumping.
I was about to call the dirty quarter and just have him roast you on a spit. He would have absolutely murdered you. It wouldn't have
I mean,
been
he still
close.
has to wipe his damn. Oh, I can't say that on there.
No, you
Anyways,
can't.
so no. So, man, there's a lot of people. I mean, like, are we talking about people that are still currently on the roster?
No, anybody.
Yeah, you can choose anybody you want.
Shit,
This
there's
is not
Tensai
an
that had a
exclusive.
bad run.
This is not an exclusive
Tensai.
WWE
Oh.
list.
Tenzai is a pretty good one.
Tensai
Yeah.
had a bad run in the 2010s. Damian Sandow, sadly, I would have to say.
Oh, no, not Sandow. You can't do that to
But-
him.
But hold on, wait a minute. You're just picking one, so
Oh, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. What do I pick? Oh man, I would
The-
say.
Well, put a
Okay,
pin-
you know what?
Okay,
I'm
put a
gonna
pin
piss
in that.
everybody off. The person with the worst 2010s has to go to Baron Corbin.
You know what?
I'm okay with
Baron Corbin really is, like, honestly,
I can
that's a
live with
good
that.
choice.
Baron Corbin
that.
was wronged.
He had a decent run in NXT, but like,
A decent. He won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal in the worst WrestleMania of all time in WrestleMania 32.
We'll get to that.
You've seen 27.
Whatever. Anyways, damn the captain. No wonder why he's called the captain, because he can't be a leader instead. Anyways,
Ugh.
Oh,
but
The powers
so
that be are
I
about
say
to
Baron
remove your
Corbin.
commissionership.
You know what? Whatever.
I'll have
Anyways,
I'll have a word with the powers that be.
Yeah. So not the captain. Corbin.
There you go.
Corbin had a worse run of the 2010s, because if you look at it, he did have a great thing going on with the King of the Ring, but obviously you know how that's going.
Yeah, well, it was good for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
same thing with the Money in the Bank. He lost the Money in the Bank cash in to Jinder Mahal in a very rushed cash in attempt.
Okay.
Well, didn't he have
you
backstage
can't
heat or
blame him
something?
for that. Well,
I
no,
think
yeah,
had backstage
he did.
shit.
He had a
Same
major
thing with
backstage
Strowman.
heat.
Same thing with Strowman.
No, but Strowman's actually had a match. That wasn't his problem.
Well,
It was
yeah,
Corbin's fault for having
yeah.
I think he challenged somebody for the whole concussion thing, and he got heat for that, which doesn't make sense. Like, why would you get heat for something that's an occupational hazard that the company should be handling better? We'll get to that.
Didn't he also have heat with Cena?
I
I
think
think so.
Yeah, I believe that was the reason why he got shut down, was because he had a heat with Cena.
Research
And-
time.
And I believe there was a famous moment where Cena checked him backstage.
You know what I
might
was
be
gonna
right.
say about Chris Jericho? You know what I was gonna say if that would have continued on? I was
Please.
gonna say that his WrestleMania 26 victory was the most disrespectful WrestleMania win of all time.
Oh my God! Hey, no, you should have brought up Fandango. That Fandango loss.
Well, no, because like there's stupid stuff that had happened with Jericho when he was with WWE during the 2010s. I mean,
Yeah.
why would you have him retain at WrestleMania 26 when Edge was hot at the time? And then, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? He just came back, and then he loses at WrestleMania. Like, what?
Yeah, you're right about that one.
Okay, so yes, it was Cena, and it was basically Cena perceived him to be too high off his like too high up for his sock, to like he was
On
clean
his
shit.
high horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically tried to knock him down a peg. Like, it ain't about you. You haven't done nothing yet.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Also, can I have a dishonorable mention for the worst male wrestler of the 2010s?
no,
Don't you dare say it. Don't you dare say it.
Oh no, I'm definitely saying it.
no.
Goldberg.
Oh,
Goldberg.
yeah, of course.
Goldberg.
Yes.
I can live with that. I thought you were gonna say Cena. I was gonna be like, there's gonna be a
No,
that's gonna be an
oh,
uphill
God.
battle.
No,
thought you were
I
gonna say
can't even
Kevin
say
Owens,
that
and
about
then I would
Cena.
be pissed.
But I will get to Cena. Oh, I will
Yeah.
get to Cena.
Anyways,
Oh, I
guys,
know.
this is a double-sided question. Worst female star of the 2010s. Let's let the commissioner go first, and we'll just go backwards from there.
Okay, well, worst. Oh boy,
I feel.
Michelle McCool.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
can live with it.
Michelle.
I can live
Okay,
with it.
the reason. Okay, let me tell you guys really quick. So, Michelle McCool. The reason why was because she was a former Divas champion. I believe she was the only women's champion to be a co-holder with Lay Cool.
facts.
She had so much potential too to become a great single star, but I mean, what she did during that time was great, but sadly,
Kinda.
I mean, there was nothing for her after that. And then not only
Lay
that,
Cool bored me.
and then not only
Yeah.
that, I was gonna say Eva Marie, but I'm like, should I put someone that doesn't really wrestle?
Oh, I did.
I
I put Eva Marie.
He's not even holding back on that one.
I straight
Yeah.
up put Eva Marie.
I think my choice is another obscure one, but you'll understand why. But
Mine
If you
is-
say
continue,
Becky Lynch, I
continue.
swear to God.
No.
Okay, good. I would fight you.
No, oh God, no. Mine's going to make perfect sense.
Mine's
Charlotte
gonna make
Flair.
sense. I think.
Charlotte Flair.
I think since
All
we're
right.
here. Oh, so I don't think I told you guys about my my plan, right? So Charlotte Flair is
You're
gonna hold.
retiring.
No, Charlotte.
Man, we just started. The fuck?
This man's been ripping into you all episode, dog. I need you to fight back a little harder. It's time for Jay to unleash the beast.
No, Unleash the Fiend.
I'm gonna unleash a foot in your ass.
All right. What's your plan?
So me and Kirk talked about it. So basically, what's gonna happen is, Bailey is going to pin. Sasha's gonna win the NXT championship, and then Sasha and Bailey are gonna fight, and they're gonna challenge each other for all the belts. And then Bailey's gonna
Yeah,
hold
I
all
know.
the belts,
God.
and then
Charlotte's gonna hold everything.
and then Charlotte's gonna win the Raw championship, and then she's gonna make Bailey put all the belts on the line. So Charlotte Flair is gonna
And then
hold every
Charlotte's just
women's
gonna
belt
hold everything.
at the
If
same
that
time.
happens, I guarantee you, with
Oh,
pure
Chase,
certainty, I will quit this podcast and wrestling as a whole.
wait. But Chase,
I'm done at that point.
I know you remember this. Remember that one match in TNA where it was Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle for all the gold?
Oh my God, yeah.
So that
Yeah.
came up. So that came up, and originally I was like, okay, WWE is gonna clone Charlotte, and then Charlotte and Charlotte are gonna be the tag team championships. But I found a more efficient way to do it.
All right, shoot. I need to hear it now. Go for it.
We'll talk about
Go
that
listen to
later.
The podcast.
We'll talk about that later. That's another
You
podcast.
should
your own
just say that
podcast.
and then not put it on. No,
No.
I need you to.
Go listen to. It's in one of the podcast
Yeah,
episodes.
no. So
All right.
WWE is gonna clone
I'll
Charlotte.
roll back. I'll roll back.
Is going to clone Charlotte, and then both the Charlottes are going to hold the WWE tag team belt. So they can say Charlotte has held every belt in the company by herself.
Oh God. Listen, the only person with more belt reigns than Charlotte at this point is vacant.
Yeah,
Like,
Vacant is the best wrestling champion of all time.
yeah,
the
no,
be-
he's
the most
undefeated.
decorated.
Just-
Yeah,
So
you gotta
anyway,
remember,
guys,
every time that he's lost a belt, he never
it was
wrestled a match.
stripped.
and he was
Never
never
been-
pinned. He's never been pinned for a
Never been
championship.
pinned. He's the best wrestler.
He's better than Goldberg. He has a better streak than Goldberg.
It's
He's better
really
than
not.
Chris
It's really not that
Jericho.
hard to be better than Goldberg. It's really not that hard to be better than Goldberg.
So speaking of
I meant by
wrestlers,
streak standards.
who hurt each other, my worst female wrestler of the 2010s is Nia Jax.
Oh!
What
No.
a segue. What a seg. Can we just settle on that? That was the best segue of all
I
time.
need that segue framed. That was perfect.
Listen,
I'm about
guys.
to put that out on social media.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
guys.
That-
So I've had a critique of Nia Jax since her NXT days. Like, she wrestled one match and then she got this really big push, and she kind of feels like a rare steak. Like when you when you requested like something more medium well to well done, She feels like a rare steak.
Rare steak? No.
They
And
didn't.
then you get Nia Jax.
They didn't let her cook enough in the middle. Like, she seemed green when she came up to the main roster, and then she starts smacking the fuck out of people. She just starts smacking the fuck out of people. She broke Becky Lynch's nose. She fucked up Charlotte Flair's head and shoulder. It's like, it's been really bad. And
she roughed up Kairi Sane on like 2 separate Raw matches.
Her entire career is the equivalent of the Vaudevillains throwing Enzo into that rope. That's her whole career.
Hey.
Oh yeah, when he knocked himself out.
Yeah,
that was terrible.
Career.
Dude, that looked hard. Like that.
So after Seth Rollins fucked up Sting with the buckle bomb, it took Nia Jax to get the move banned.
To be fair, Seth only did it once, I think.
Wait, no, it was Sting and then it was Finn Balor. So Sting and Finn Balor couldn't have got it done, but when you start throwing around
Balor
them,
didn't get hit. Balor didn't get injured by the buckle bomb.
No, he got thrown into the barricade.
It was
the bump wrong.
I thought it was like a buckle bomb-esque move, but whatever.
No. The only person to get hurt by a buckle bomb was Sting.
Well, Kairi Sane.
Oh, and now Kairi Sane, but yeah.
Okay,
and also Seth, so it was only once, right? I mean, he's had a couple. He broke John Cena's nose, but Cena respects Rollins enough and realizes it was an accident.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a result of bad moves or bad taking necessarily. It was just it happened.
Like, how do you deliver a safe
direct causation?
Knee to the face.
Right? Yeah. How do you have a safe knee to the face?
Exactly. You just have a soft tap.
Yeah, no, that's like an actual fighting maneuver that could fuck somebody up. I had a glitch.
Absolutely.
I had a glitch in the Matrix within myself. Anyway, but
the hacker is back.
Oh my god!
He sure is.
The truth shall set you free.
I think the hacker is behind all this speaking out shit. He got to chill.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He got to chill.
Right.
Anyway, you can't be a big bad person. I feel like Brian Lyons said it best. Nia Jax is a wrecking ball made of smaller wrecking balls.
Yes.
That has been set loose on this fragile women's division. I either need Awesome Kong to come back, or Karma, as she's known in WWE, and have a program with her, or her get the old Mark Henry theme song of somebody's gonna get their ass beat.
Somebody gonna get their ass kicked. Somebody
gonna get that wig split.
Oh
you
man!
can't have the whole thing because then it's gonna be how can I be scared of a man?
She wasn't afraid of Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
She wasn't afraid of nobody. She walked into the entire men's Royal Rumble. So I'm getting 2 choices in one night.
I will
say,
I'm eating. She was eating that night. She said, "I'm out here."
She did take that RKO pretty well. Not gonna lie.
So yeah, that's my pick. And it's not even a very long pick in the 2010s because even while WWE was fucking up women's wrestling, TNA was doing something kind of great with Gail Kim and Mickie James and ODB and
Gail
the beautiful
Kim
people.
Is Gail
underrated
Kim,
as hell.
Underrated and deserves to be in every wrestling Hall of Fame. At least pro wrestling. If a pro wrestling Hall of Fame exists, she needs to be in it everywhere.
Not WWE.
It does,
but that was WWE's fault. That wasn't even her fault.
You mean all the company's bad decisions tend to be worse than the actual wrestlers? What?
Oh, who could have thought? All right, so based on company decisions, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
What do you get when you get Mrs. Piggy's or fashion design? You get the voice of a 12-year-old girl and the wrestling talent of a broom.
Jillian Hall.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Before the 2010s.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
She was in the 2010s, I believe.
Guys, she was in the 2010s. But do you remember that oatmeal cracker she had on her face with the face drawn on it?
Oh, my God.
And the boogeyman ate it?
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit ignorance to this one because I was not watching, especially early 2010s.
Okay, so this was
Jillian wrestled. I thought she, or at least in the 2010s. I thought she was before 2010.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. when Jillian Hall debuted, she was like JBL's advisor, and she had like this oatmeal cracker with like makeup glued to her face. And when JBL was feuding with the Boogeyman bit it off.
Oh, well,
That freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah,
Dude, the
it was
Boogeyman actually
gross.
legit freaked everybody out as a kid.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
But yeah, let me just talk for a bit.
Go ahead, talk your shit, bro.
Let me talk my shit. So when I began watching wrestling, like roughly around, I'd say 2008-ish.
Okay.
So yeah, I when I got into wrestling, Jillian was there, and I had to suffer through every single segment that she was in, and I had the unfortunate experience of having to hear her try to sing.
Oh shit.
And
was that her?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And-
no.
Right. Oh yeah. It's like no, I had to live through that.
I can hear the echo from the rest of your studio apartment. God damn.
On balance, off balance, it doesn't matter. I'm better than you. But
Tell that to my ex.
Yeah, dude, the commissioner is just going off
Wait a
on
minute.
everything today.
this man said I'm
No
taking a
one
break
is
from
safe.
civility. I'm going in. But like
He said,
like,
"Fuck it, I'm here. I might as well fuck shit up, right?"
I'm
Right.
hell bent. We're on a pessimistic episode today. Everybody's getting the axe.
and I'm just it hurts my soul to have to really sit back and think about the 2010s, and it's just like, you know, when you just feel like there's something you're forgetting, and you're just like, it's sitting right at the back of your neck, like you just feel it, and it's like, what the hell is that? And then her singing just rang into my head, and it was like,
Well,
it was
there's
like,
it.
it was like hearing Sephiroth's theme in Kingdom Hearts 2. You just knew
Oh,
you
no.
were going to get fucked up.
It's like Seth Rollins is
Right.
What?
He sound like it's like a terrible version of
Joker laugh.
Heath Ledger's Joker laugh in the first scene.
It's like Jared Leto, but somehow I could have actually stood Jared Leto's laugh more.
Wow. I don't hate Jared Leto's Joker. I don't know what all this hate is coming from. I don't think he
barely had enough time.
Right, so, like,
had no time.
15 minutes total.
he had no
He
time
could-
to make me hate him. So like, how do you hate somebody who only had like 10 minutes of movie time?
Exactly. He's
That
like
is true.
irrelevant.
And here's the thing, he has some flashes, some brief flashes of brilliance in that film. Like
Yeah.
the scene where he was getting ready to, I think it was lobotomize Harley. Like
Yes.
that whole moment, that was brilliant.
And
His scene-
the shooting of the machine gun when he
Yep.
actually had the laugh, that was cool.
Yeah.
But when he was
Perfect.
surrounded by the guns, it was so fucking forced.
Oh no, the knives, like he just had all knives. Oh
it
my
was like
god.
knives and guns and shit. It was
Yep.
so forced.
That was
terrible.
Edgelord Joker.
Ugh. Anyway,
Just like it was awful.
can we put Edgelord Joker as a dishonorable mention? Anyway,
Now
It's on you, bro.
Kirk. All right, Kirk, it is your turn, my friend.
so tell me how the fuck you're gonna be trained by Natty Neidhart and Brian Kendrick and still be terrible and only have a career of 2 years.
Oh,
Haha.
no.
Because
Oh,
that's
no.
Eva Marie.
Ah,
That's
Ugh.
Eva Marie. She studied under
Wait.
Natalia Neidhart, who might be one of the best female stars of all time in terms of technical wrestling ability, and Brian Kendrick, who arguably falls under that for the men's.
excuse
And
me.
you're still
Excuse me.
terrible.
Excuse me.
I had
The
no clue.
excuse me. It's the Brian Kendrick.
His name is fucking Brian Kendrick.
It's like a pimp named Slipback. You gotta
It's
say the whole thing.
the
I
Brian
don't give a
Kendrick.
fuck. His name is
You got-
Brian Kendrick.
You gotta say the whole thing.
I wasn't watching Brian Kendrick when he was around. I don't give a fuck. His name's Brian Kendrick. Anyway, like
How
she
dare
had
you.
no consistently good gimmick at all. There was like 1 point for 2 months at the very end of her run. That whole the wardrobe malfunction stuff. That was kind of
Uh-huh.
funny. That was kind of interesting. That was about it. And you know why? Because she wasn't in the ring for anybody to shit on it. That's why it was okay. But other than that, does anybody remember any promo from Eva Marie?
I remember them
Oh, yeah.
fake ass titties.
Do you remember any? Do you remember any words coming out of Eva Marie's mouth that was good in any way?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
she
be
had
honest
the
with you.
wardrobe malfunction.
I can't even remember
Words.
Eva Marie's theme. I can't remember anything about Eva Marie other than her face.
Exactly.
Listen,
That's my
Eva
point.
Marie's wardrobe malfunction wasn't even the best televised wardrobe malfunction. We all know which
Exactly.
one that one was.
Lita.
Yeah.
No. Janet
There are a
Jackson.
couple. No, we
Who?
can't count Janet Jackson because Janet Jackson's was forced.
Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
exactly.
All right, she was set up.
Yeah,
She
100%.
sure was. And I still feel like that they should have let her perform in a Super Bowl. Even when they let Justin Timberlake perform the Super Bowl, I don't know why.
Justin Timberlake is trash.
I don't know
all right?
why they punish her for having titties when she ripped the titty out. Like he went
Like,
too
Justin
deep.
Timberlake has 3 good albums, but he is a trash person. I don't care. I'm saying I don't care if I get heat for that one.
We're not.
Anyway. Yeah, no, I'm done. I was all
Okay.
forgettable.
Worst tag teams. Guys,
You know what else is forgettable?
Your
My
tag team pick?
choice, and it's Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. I'm taking this spot.
Yeah.
I'm taking this one
yeah.
because that was the blink and you miss it tag team, and it shouldn't have been anywhere near existence.
That's funny. I have another blink and miss tag team.
I don't.
Okay, so I need to know what was going through Vince's mind when he was like, let's take Chad Gable and Jason Jordan.
Justin Jordan.
Justin Jordan.
Justin, Jason, Jordan, Justin.
Jordan
I was just like,
Justin.
let's take this amazing tag team who have
Oh, I love
brilliant
that.
chemistry and can clearly be one of the best tag teams in the company. Let's split them up and put one of them in an angle that makes 0 sense.
Yep.
But here's the thing, right? The angle that made 0 sense should have been switched. So you have Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle when it should have been Chad Gable and Kurt Angle because that made more sense. But hey, let's do it because, you know, my black son. My black son. It's like, wait, that's not interesting. It was funny for one day when it happened, and we all clowned it. And then the next week we were like, oh, damn, we're in for it, aren't we?
Wait, they didn't stop? This wasn't a joke?
Oh, right. Like, this wasn't a
When they
dream.
didn't stop. Like, wait, they're running with this?
Right, this is actually a thing that's happening. Like,
Wait, no, go back. I want the old ones. I want the old team. Go
So
back.
I wish this could have like led to some sort of Team Angle 2.0 with Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable and Jason Jordan.
American Alpha.
That would have been perfect. But no. Let's just make them just the most milquetoast story ever created in that time period and just blow it anyway. It was a shit idea to begin with. It was a shit idea when it ended. But you didn't stop there. No, Vince. You decided, fuck it. Let's just put a belt on him. So the belt you choose to put him with is a tag team belt. But you didn't put him in a tag team with the person who made sense, i.e. Chad Gable. No! You put him in a tag team with Seth fucking Rollins, who's already in a tag team with 2 other people. What sense does that make?
Yep.
Had to turn my shit down a little bit for that one, boy.
Oh, just wait till the fucking Nexus and Saudi Arabia shows come up.
Thank
All
you
right.
for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh, you have more on your TED Talk.
Oh, wait,
You have
so-
another contracted
that's
TED
a
Talk.
TED Talk on
You
another
ain't getting
day.
out of this.
All right.
You
So
have another contractual obligation for a TED Talk coming later.
I'm
Taking a
slipping.
break.
I'm gonna slip in here, and this is a damn shame that this tag team is a damn shame it's on my list because they have so much potential. They still have potential. I'm so glad they got their release from the plantation, which is WWE.
No, no, not the plantation.
Ooh.
I am going with. They had many names in the 2010s. Let's go with Los Matadores,
Oh, yeah.
the Shining Stars,
No.
to be known affectionately on the independent scene as the Colognes.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
It sucks because they're actually not horrid.
So
wrestlers,
wait,
like,
wait,
They're not.
guys. In the last ride, we found out that before WrestleMania, whatever the fuck, where Undertaker and John Cena had their squash match, they sent
34.
34. Thank you. They sent, was it Primo or Epico? Primo.
It was,
They sent Primo down.
It was yeah.
They sent Primo down to work with the Undertaker. They sent Primo down to work with the Undertaker. I'm gonna say that one more time. They sent Primo to work with the Undertaker. So clearly they trust this guy, right?
Because he's a hard worker. He's a damn hard worker.
Right. So you take this guy who you trust with an aging Undertaker, which is the closest thing to the wrestling god we've had since JBL's gimmick, and you put him with some guy you don't trust with the tag team belt, some guy you don't trust enough to give him a not shit story.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I'm fucking offended. I'm fucking offended because they put this guy with a little person in a bull costume, and the little man in the bull costume got over more than the tag team did.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the WLC match was better than anything that they did.
That's sad.
And then what do you do with him? Wait a minute. You don't even unmask Los Matadores. We don't even get that story. We don't even have the pleasure of finding out some shit we already knew who was under the mask. No. You send him off TV for like 3 months and then you repackage him as timeshare salesman?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I forgot about the timeshare salesman.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you?
Stars. And then they dropped it like a month later because they realized that this was fucking terrible. And then they were just like, they're good-ish.
They didn't drop it. It was like a C-show exclusive. No, they didn't drop it. They were on like Superstars and whatever the fuck they run now.
Yeah, they dropped it.
Hey, real quick.
When you get to Superstars, you've been dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty much. That happened to Cody and what's his face? Jack Hager. There it is.
Jack Hager.
Jake Hager.
Jake Hager, Jack Hager.
Jack damn it.
Not did any of that.
Jack damn it.
Like when I hear Jack or Hager or Jake Hager or whatever his name is.
You just said it.
Whatever his name is. When I hear that, I just think about a Street Fighter character. He needs a handlebar mustache, camo pants. He needs the whole get up. I don't know why he was wearing those blue shorts. Somebody should have told him if it didn't work for Batista, it's not going to work for you.
They look like long draws.
He just pulled his underwear out the drawer and was like, you know what? This works.
It's them long leg boxers.
I'm going to point out, it's been an hour and we're only halfway through the list.
Oh, yeah. Because I have one dishonorable mention for a tag team. And
I have work in 20 minutes, so I might have to pop out.
That's fine. We're not doing dishonorable mentions for every category because it's going to take too long.
But it's Vincent's ideas. Next.
All right, go ahead. Let's let the commissioner get in on this because he has to go to work.
Yeah, please.
All right. So what am I saying?
Tag team.
Oh, easy. The worst tag team of the 2010s goes to Miz and Morrison.
Really?
I'm just kidding. No.
Okay.
I don't know because like there's a lot. Like for me, tag team wrestling in the 2010s in terms of WWE was trash.
It always has been.
So I'm gonna say
like early 2000s.
No, in the 2010s, it's always been trash.
It was shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So like,
except for the Young Bucks who.
Well, the 2015 and 2016 was kind of promising, but you built it on two teams, 3 really if you count the bar.
Right.
Then is that a success or did they do anything?
That's a failure.
It's blinking, you miss it.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Oh, man. Okay, I got it. The Rhodes Scholars.
You know what?
I can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
That's honestly who I think was the worst tag team in the 2010s.
But it's not their fault because they had some good shit.
Honestly, we can say
team.
that about literally every team or single star except for like Eva Marie. Sorry, you fucking suck. But like most people that we could put, like it's the company's fault almost always.
Yeah. No, you're right
Yeah.
about that one.
It's just like there's nothing
That was
else you
the
can
most
say about
awkward
that
silence for a minute. I was like, "Fuck."
Did we just die? Like no, because
Did we go off?
Did I fuck up?
It's
What
like
happened here?
the Rhodes Scholars was the saddest team that could never be. It was like the little engine that could. It's like they They tried so hard, and the combination of Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes was perfect in theory.
In theory.
And then you
Wait,
blow
it wasn't
completely.
Cody Rhodes. It was Dashing Cody Rhodes.
All right, dashing Cody Rhodes. But yeah, I can absolutely agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a solid pick.
All right, Captain. Oh,
All right,
Captain,
so
my Captain.
I'm gonna piss off Chase a little bit more.
Oh no.
So who remembers when Otunga and Cena were paired for like 2 months?
Yeah, those were the days.
For the rest of
So-
this pick, I'm going to mute myself and just let you have this.
So they put them together to push a storyline with Nexus that was already doomed to fail. Unfortunately, we didn't know it yet, but it was doomed to fail. Actually, you know what? I'm going to kind of morph it, and I'm just going to put Cena and literally anybody that teamed with him in the 2010s. Because Cena, anytime it was with somebody, it was to push a different story, and it was like 2-3 month stint, and then it was gone, and nobody cared because Cena was involved, and the other person was nowhere near up to the same level. But especially with Otunga, like, I'm gonna leave the rest for the Nexus thing, but obviously the Nexus, it was doomed to fail. Cena, like, simultaneously, while ruining the current tag team he was in, ruined the next tag team and the main event scene for the next decade. Like, easily.
Yeah, you're right about that. And that happened in what, like 2011?
That was 2011, yeah.
So you shot yourself in the foot for like the whole decade.
Yep. By one decision. All it took was one decision, and it ruined the company for the next minimum 5, latest 10 years.
That's not great at all. Yeah, no. Like we just now recovered from that, I feel.
Not even. There's still some parts of it where we're like, fuck. If only this person had gone for the biggest throwaway, in my opinion, was Justin Gabriel. Dude had everything.
No, Justin Gabriel would have been great.
Wasn't Justin Gabriel a bunny?
Yeah, he was the bunny.
I think so.
Okay.
Adam Rose had said it in an interview.
He was supposed to be the bunny. Mike, are you on the way to work?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can tell. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna stick an ad right here, and then we'll be back. We've already talked for about an hour. I think I'm gonna split these episodes up into 2. One will be out on Saturday. One will be out on Sunday. So we'll stick an ad break for Anchor right here, and then we'll come back. We'll finish up a little bit, and then we'll talk about the rest on the split side. We just want to talk about Anchor real quick. Anchor is dope. We talk about Anchor here all the time. We put an ad in the beginning. We're putting an ad right here because we need all that monetization dollar. We met our first dollar this week, and we're really excited that Anchor has us on as one of their sponsored podcasts. Anybody else got anything else to say?
No, just support Anchor.
All right, roll this ad. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening to part 1 of the worst of 2010s. We're going to pick this up tomorrow, Sunday morning. It should be out around 11. Go ahead and give us a follow on OGSTP, OG_STP on Twitter, OGSTP on Instagram and YouTube. Again, the next episode will be out tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we hope to catch you guys in the next one.